about negotiations, right? Politics.
And we're out of time. So you.
Hey, y'all, gravity. Any day above ground, live it. Hope you're having a fantastic start to your Friday and your weekend. Now, before we start this off, hey, keep everybody that has been affected in your thoughts. Shout out to Great Black Shark. Glad he could help out his folk. And for those who were able to help out their folk, we salute you. And yes, the strike is over. They're going back to work as early as today. So I was wrong. I said it was going to last until a week before the election. So I'll take that. But I wasn't wrong when I said they were going to take 60%. They're taking 62% while they reach a tentative agreement. That's the tentative agreement right now. They have till January 15th to hammer out a finalized contract. So there's that. But today we got to talk about the federal response to this emergency, this multiple state emergency. But before we do that, let's see who's in the building. Eliza Hollis, hello. Wallow J, hello. Reparations Nation, hello. Brooklyn Queen, hello. Gamers Den, hello. John Guillory, hello. Jerry Bedford, hello. Miss Nisi, hello. Lehman Lucas, hello. Cosmo Fury, hello. Bert, hello. Neon Black, hello. Brother Torian Ray, hello. Shakur Burton, hello. Kelvin Black, hello. Mom of Two, hello. Derek Parker, hello. And for those who haven't said anything in the live chat or the comments, hello. So we have a lot of videos to get through. So we got to do the house cleaning.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purpose, such as criticism, commenting, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, education, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern.
Now, everybody was yelling at Kamala for saying she's only going to give $750 to folk. So I said, okay, we know how the Republicans are. We know how conservatives are. Let me go look. Now, I am not caping for Kamala because Kamala, Biden, and all them scumbags down there in D.C., including Republicans, shit the bed on this because you decided to prioritize non-citizens in favor of your citizens. Now, everybody saw the clip where she said, the federal relief and assistance that we have been providing has included FEMA providing $750 for folks who need immediate needs being met. Who have, I guess that's what they mean, who have immediate needs being met. Whatever the fuck. You know, she can't talk. Such as food, baby formula, and the like, and you can apply now. Now, that's contingent if you have an internet connection, which we know, especially in Asheville, they really don't in other places. Then they said, she also said that FEMA workers were going door to door to get residents the immediate relief money, while those who had an internet connection could apply online. So why would I waste my time trying to get online? I could just go to door. I could just wait for them to come to my door and just give me the money. But okay. She also outlined the additional longer-term emergency funding being made available, adding FEMA is also providing tens of thousands more dollars for folks to help them be able to deal with home repair, to be able to cover a deductible when and if they have insurance, and also hotel costs. The Biden administration had already dispersed over $10 million in flexible and upfront assistance to the states affected. Okay. $10 million. $10 million. Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, I believe parts of Texas. Well, we'll keep Texas out of it for now. Well, you know, we'll add them. 6 states. That's only $2 million. That's a little over $2 million per state. I'm sorry, almost $2 million. What the hell is a little under $2 million per state going to do for folk who lost everything? Somebody tell me. You've got thousands of people affected. You're only giving out $2 million. The Federal Relief Agency had shipped out over 8.8 million meals, more than 7.4 million liters of water, 150 generators, and more than 225,000 tarps to the storm zone. Crews were also helping to restore power and set up satellite internet links for those without service. Over 1,600 interactions with people and animals, including rescues and evacuations, had also taken place with federal assistance. President Joe Biden also said his administration would cover 100% of the cost for the first 180 days in Florida, Georgia, and North Carolina. So what the hell else were you going to do? But y'all cool with that. Republicans, if you're going to dunk on Democrats, at least put out the whole thing first. Republicans, no, Democrats, if you're going to accuse the Republicans of not doing shit, you might as well have put that up and say, you know what? This is what they authorized. If you're like us on the outside looking in, you say screw them both. But all right. Who wants to see the first scumbag we're going to have to go after? Come here, Mr. Graham. We have to have a conversation.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern.
Lindsey Graham went to go see Clanity last night. It went as well as you could expect it to. I want you to peep what he's going to say here.
Now, South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham. Senator, we just found out today that they raided FEMA and they have no money. They've only spent $4 million. That Harris and Biden have been completely MIA. They raided the coffers and they wouldn't even tell us. And they literally gave that money to their unvetted, 11.5 million illegals, and then offer Americans a one-time payment of $750 to North Carolina South Carolina, your state, Tennessee, Georgia, North Carolina, two of the states that got whacked the hardest, Florida. I mean, I've never seen such utter incompetence. This is insane.
Well, it's a man-made disaster, illegal immigration. All those hotels that Eric talked about are filled with people that were flown from the border to New York. They're flying people all over the country. We're spending tens and hundreds of billions of dollars to deal with a man-made disaster.
Now that's true. Now that's true.
It is Biden-Harris immigration policy was man-made. It was a choice. They repealed all the Trump policies that were working, and the rest is history. This is a natural disaster.
Now that's true. That's true. This is a national disaster. That's true.
This is something that I've never seen in my entire life.
Now you're a damn lie. You saw this with Katrina. Now you're starting to lie, but you're still 2 truths up. Well, 1. You're 1 up.
This is the largest loss of life in the modern history of South Carolina from a weather-related event. We were at 35 in the last major hurricane. We're at 39 and climbing. I live 60 miles from Asheville. I was in Aiken County today, the hardest hit county in South Carolina. No FEMA representative had been there yet. They came today after I told them to get there. There are plenty of people from FEMA working hard, but the idea of taking money out of FEMA to help illegal immigrants is just really unconscionable.
Now that's true, but you sat there and watched them do it and didn't say a word. You didn't jump on no news programs and say that this is what they're doing. You didn't get on your Twitter and say this is what they're doing. You didn't get on Facebook. You didn't say none of this. So we'll give you a half. So you're still 1.5 up.
You know where I'm going to look to get money to help with this disaster? There's a couple of $100 billion in the Inflation Reduction Act, which was just a Democratic giveaway that hasn't been spent. Why don't we take the money from the Inflation Reduction Act and apply it to this disaster?
Because there's no money, sir.
That's what I'll be trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we mobilize the Guard? Why don't we mobilize our military? Why don't we get military equipment in there? My understanding is...
Okay, can I stop you? Governor McMaster has done a hell of a job. The South Carolina National Guard was mobilized on day 1. Every person I met is singing the praise of the South Carolina National Guard. That was done by our governor. There is no DOD assets really been deployed yet. The military, 1,000, I think, went to North Carolina. They need to get in on the ground. Again, this has been slow. Kamala Harris went to Augusta yesterday. The storm was last week. She supported the strike as of yesterday. Thank God the strike has come to an end. It was killing our hospitals. Hospitals in South Carolina were running out of medicine because the port in Charleston was closed. The food on the shelves was running out because the ports had been closed because of a man-made.
I have a question. It's cold and flu season. Why didn't they stock up? I thought y'all supposed to have a liaison between these hospitals and the governor's office. Why didn't y'all stock up?
Made disaster called a strike. I'm glad it's over, but it's only over because we've been kicking their ass. That's the only reason.
He cursing.
It's over. So the bottom line here is to the American people. Good.
Yeah, look, he mad. He keep getting cut off by Clancy.
Well, I've never been so upset in my life. My Guard has done a hell of a job, but it's been a week and we haven't even had FEMA teams come to the largest county in the state in terms of damage.
Well, there was no pre-positioning. Governor Kemp, he pre-positioned it.
Would have been nice if FEMA is still near the president, huh? Wouldn't it be nice? Would be real nice. Stuff would have been moving just like that.
Georgia, Governor DeSantis did. In Florida, you had it done in South Carolina. And, you know, we don't even know if people are alive in North Carolina 1 week later. And literally, did you hear what they did to Governor Kemp? He asked for 90 counties to be declared an emergency disaster area. He got 11, went back for the full 90, and they gave him 30. I'm like, Why don't you just take your middle finger and shove it right in the face of the voters in Georgia, just like they're doing to the people in North Carolina and South Carolina and Tennessee and Florida?
Yeah, well, supporting this strike, these ports are critical infrastructure under U.S. law. Why is that so? If the enemy of the nation attacked one of our ports, it puts our economy out of service. So these ports at the most critical time in the history of the Southeast were shut down because of a strike. Joe Biden let it happen. It went on for a couple of days. It's been devastating.
They supported it.
FEMA, they supported the strike. He met me on the tarmac, and I appreciate all that's been done for South Carolina. But he was telling me about how the people running the ports are making too much money. And me and Governor McMaster said, Mr. President, if you don't get these ports up and running, we're going to run out of medicine in our hospitals. These ports are a lifeline to the people who have been devastated. You're adding misery to pain. And it looks like we've had a breakthrough, but there's no sense that the urgency that we need is missing. I promise you, President Trump would be all over this. Starlink has been a godsend. So I hope people are looking at what's happening here.
You can thank Trump and Elon for that.
You talk about money.
You can thank Donald Trump and Elon Musk for that.
But look, you know, I've been going all over South Carolina like most people. I hadn't slept much. But look what's going on in Israel. Our friends in Israel are surrounded by people that want to kill them. You know, I've been going all over South Carolina like most people. I hadn't slept much. But look what's going on in Israel. Our friends in Israel are surrounded by people that want to kill them.
This is way over the edge. Like we it's not even over the edge. We died already.
This is beyond the event horizon. Like we about to hit the vortex.
Yeah, we about to hit the vortex.
Yeah.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man. Now y'all going too far, man. You going too far, man.
You got Americans dead over here. You got Americans hurting over here. A mother and her twins down here in Georgia, black mother, black babies, were found drowned together. People in Florida lost their homes, have no way of getting them back because they don't have insurance because that damn state insurance premiums were too high. Like you said, Lindsey Graham, your biggest county got hit the hardest. Asheville's a ghost town right now. Chimney Rock don't exist. Boone, the only thing really standing there is a couple homes and some street signs. But you had the gall to go on here late at night and talk about Israel. Here's a question for you, Lindsey Graham. Is Israel sending us money? Are they doing the get back? Hey, y'all went through something here. Take this. Hold off that payment till next month. Use that to fix your people. Because Israel needs the money right now, right? Y'all got an election coming up in less than almost 30 days, and y'all care about them, not your citizenry. Say less. Okay.
Destroy them, a second Holocaust in the making. And Biden says, be prepared.
Did y'all hear what he just said? Say it again.
People hadn't slept much. But look what's going on in Israel. Our friends in Israel surrounded by people that want to kill them, destroy them, a second Holocaust in the making. And Biden says, be proportional. What is the proportional response to people who want to kill you and your family?
Gosh.
They're
even Clanity couldn't. So we're dropping the H word now. Well, Lindsey Graham, we do have something in common with Israel. We have a U.S. government that surrounded its citizens and are looking to get rid of them. So that was Lindsey Graham, family. And he's lucky because he's a senator. He has a 6-year term and he's not up. Let's see what this lady said. Have you been threatened with arrest for doing heli rescue in North Carolina?
If you are a helicopter pilot who has been running rescues in the North Carolina mountains and you have been threatened with arrest, or if you know of someone who has, please DM me. U.S. Representative Dan Bishop wants to know about this. And when I called the office and spoke with his assistant, they asked me to please provide the names and contact information of anyone who has been threatened with arrest who is running helicopter rescues. So if you or anyone you know has been running helicopter rescues and has been threatened with arrest, please DM me or contact the office of U.S. Representative Dan Bishop. It's up to us, y'all. Let's make it happen.
Republican Representative Dan Bishop in North Carolina.
For those that don't know, I'm at the foothills of the Western North Carolina mountains, and everybody in my area that I've talked to, including myself, who applied for the $750 assistance payment from FEMA, has been denied. Okay. Yeah. They've denied us. Okay. So here we sit. We've thrown out all of our food because we had no power for 5-6 days. Some still are without power. Here we sit. Limited resources in the store. And they have denied our $750 resource check. So, yeah. How do you like that?
Facts, Sonny. Ukraine needs that money. Facts. If you're bringing supplies to the flood zone and encounter FEMA, please film the interactions. Reports are coming in that supplies are being confiscated. If it's true, people need to know who, what, when, where, and why it's happening. I get there may be a plan, but that needs to be communication on where to drop items and manpower off. Oh, so the government's screwing with the people and now y'all care. Huh. Interesting. Okay. What does this black man say?
Hey, someone break it down to me how Kamala is only giving $750 to those impacted by the storm, but claim that she's going to give every first-time home buyer $25,000. Somebody make this shit make sense, man.
We already told you what it was. It's a tax credit. It's not cash. Well, Wallow J, they said the government said they're going to give generators. They put down 150 already. Wink, wink.
Federal relief and assistance that we have been providing has included FEMA providing $750 for folks who need immediate needs being met, such as food, baby formula, and the like. And
it's funny that she can't go to the border and fix the problem, but she's on the ground. Never mind.
And you can apply now for anyone who's watching this who has been affected. It's about building an opportunity economy where I'm going to give first-time home buyers a $25,000 down payment assistance so they can get
tax
their
credit
foot in their door to be able to be a homeowner. My plan is about $6,000 tax deduction for middle-class families for the first year of their child's life to help them buy a crib or a car seat.
What is the threshold for middle class?
My plan is about getting a $50,000 tax deduction to start up businesses, to our small businesses, knowing that they are part of the backbone of America's economy. Those are my plans.
Are y'all still believing this? Ain't no way, man.
Now I cursed this coon out 2 days ago.
Asking them if they need any. What's going on, everybody? So I am in Asheville, North Carolina. We are walking door to door, checking on people, asking them if they need any supplies, passing out food, supplies. So yeah, we got to stick together. We got to help out our American brothers and sisters, our next door neighbors. We got to take care of home, and America's home. No matter what city you live in, if there's people in another city who needs help, if you are able to help, then please do that.
As I said, I cursed this man out 2 days ago because he was sitting there on his Twitter talking about, I want to go down there and help, but I don't know how to do it. That's basically what he said. All this money he makes on X, he couldn't go outside and rent a U-Haul truck. It might have cost him for a week. It might have cost him maybe a couple $1,000 plus gas. I'm sure he made that in a month. He could write off all his supplies that he was going to take down there, all them boxes of pancake mix. He could have wrote all that off because he's a small business. Why do I say that? He put this up yesterday. And I guess he must have saw the previous post where everybody was giving him crap. No, not everybody, because, you know, he got his sycophants in there. But a lot of us called him out for not moving quick enough. But he America first. So he wrote this post. To the hateful people saying I did this for a photo op and campaign, I slept for 2 hours and woke up 5 a.m., walked door to door to give out food and supplies to Hurricane Helene survivors for 12 hours. We did more work than FEMA and Kamala Harris. The people there were upset with the government and many people were in tears. Please don't talk crap if you're not helping. We're going to talk crap. You know why? Yeah, I helped. So I'm allowed to talk crap. Sir, if people in that thread didn't get at you, you wouldn't have moved. Remember, this happened last week. We covered this last week. You should have had the supplies ready to go first. When you heard those first reports of people saying, you know what, it's bad, it's worse than we thought it was. You heard category 4, you should have been mobilized. You have more resources than most people. You exposed Joe Griffin, didn't even realize you did it. Then you got your people in there saying, "Oh, good job, Terrence. You're a real American. We're here. Do you need a couch to lay on? We have a generator. You can stay with us and get some rest." Is that supposed to be impressive? So y'all just gonna skip over the fact that he sat there like a Democrat?
What the hell?
Yeah, I said it. He sat there like a Democrat. He didn't want to move until he saw the opportunity to move because it didn't align with his interests. He didn't give a damn about none of them people down there. I said it. Your boy right here, all 5'7" of them, he don't care about no America. Think about it like this before I move on to the next post. His man went down to Georgia, right? The devil came down to Georgia, Valdosta. Why the hell didn't he leave that same day? At least go try to chase that man before he left. Trump didn't inspire you to go above and beyond the call of duty? Even though it would have looked better for him to go to North Carolina? But we know why he did Georgia. That's interesting, sir. That's the way I look at it. But all right. That was the rant for the morning. We continue. But before we do that, the DSB, thank you for being a member for 18 months. Remember, it's only 99 cents. Helps me reinvest back in the platform, buy toys and clothes for the baby. And when you do let us know how long you've been a member or do become a member or give us a super chat or super sticker, we tell you how much of a blessing that is. And you get this here. Brooklyn Queen, thank you for being a member for 13 months. That's a blessing. And you get this here. All right, we move on to the next post. This guy's a scumbag. I'm just going to come out and say it. Let's see what this lady's talking about.
So I just left the airport. We picked up a flight of pediatric medical supplies that were brought in.
That's a
and
blessing.
are going to North Asheville. We were sitting in the private portion of the airport, and we got to overhear an awful lot. The Army pilots, the Navy pilots, hospital representatives, there was a lot of chatter. While we were there, a private jet landed and 4 FEMA representatives got off. Four people off of a private jet. Come to find out, and you're not going to hear this, so let me tell you. Come to find out, Mission Hospital was told, a private hospital, that they are going to go ahead and be the morgue center for body recovery.
So you ain't even going to let the hospital help victims. You're just going to be a place where they congregate the deceased. Okay.
All of the Army Chinook helicopters you're seeing flying overhead, they are doing body recovery. FEMA said, and you can take this as a direct quote, said that they are too tied up at the border to send any more representatives. Yeah, at the border. So anyhow, I guess border control trumps whatever's going on here.
Well, lady, you've just been introduced to white supremacy. They take both sides of the argument. Shamika Gray, thank you for being a member for 16 months. That is a blessing. And you get this here.
So they told Mission Hospital they are not sending refrigerated trucks so that they can stack the bodies up. And we also overheard that whatever fatality numbers you are hearing, and this is a quote, go ahead and add a couple of zeros.
Because they run around talking about 130 people. I'm like, wait, what? There's no way. That's just what y'all can confirm. There's going to be bad, fam. There's going to be a commission on this. I'm just going to warn you now. There's going to be a congressional commission on this. People finna lose their jobs over this.
FEMA's too busy with the border. A private hospital and the Army are going to take over body recovery, and private individuals with their private helicopters and their private planes are the ones who are flying in supplies. I was at Hangar 10. I was picking up supplies. There was a stack for the Cajun Navy. There was a stack that looked like it was ASPCA. These are all being sent by private individuals. FEMA is doing nothing. Go ahead and share that.
Very clear. So for you Democratic shills out there that's still trying to defend this administration, it's over. It's over. You've already had an example what it feels like when you are American first, despite if you don't like him. He always put American first. Now you have an example when you're American last. And they only give you $750 if there is a natural disaster that happened, because they have depleted the FEMA fund of $1.4 billion that was given out to illegal migrants for shelter and food and resources, just like we keep saying. But then they want to jump on the news and mainstream media and tell you that Republicans are lying. They're the ones not passing the bills. They're the one that's holding up funding. No, Department of Homeland Security, the director, all of these people that's in government and in power, they are the ones that work for Biden and Harris. That's who's running this show right now. The natural disaster that happened in these states here, and they do not have no money. How can you get on TV and tell the American citizens, taxpayer citizens, that you don't have no money to give them because you spent it all for illegal migrants? Y'all take a look at this video from Fox News.
Alejandro Mayorkas sounding the alarm on FEMA funding right after the devastation of Hurricane Helene. Listen.
We are meeting the immediate needs with the money that we have. We are expecting another hurricane hitting. We do not have the funds. FEMA does not have the funds to make it through the season.
You don't have the funds to make it through the season. Hurricane season don't end for another month and a half. That's good to know. That's good to know. Since y'all want to complain about climate change all day, okay, well, how we know, and I'm just throwing this out there, how we know in November the Northeast ain't gonna get hit with a blizzard? How we know? What if the plains of the country, Tornado Alley, they decide to act up? What if California gets hit with an earthquake, or Oregon, or Washington, or Nevada, or Arizona, even Texas? Hell, we're on a lot of us in the southeast over here. We're on the New Madrid fault line. They said that might be worse than San Andreas. What if that decides to wake up and want to do the Diddy Bop? But you ain't got the money. You got 2 other hurricanes coming, but you ain't got the money. Say less. How much you gonna borrow from China? You heard what I said.
This all comes as the Biden-Harris administration spent over $1 billion from a FEMA program on services for migrants.
I have to calm down because I'm really extremely pissed. I mean, I can only imagine. Like I said, I live in a hurricane area. I've seen our bridges and our roads filled with water, bayous, everything. It's just that we're in a flat area. But to look to see the devastation, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Now, lady, you saw Katrina. Don't do that. Because it sounds like you live in Louisiana. You saw Katrina. Don't do that. That city was underwater for weeks. Come on now.
I mean, entire roads washed away.
Katrina.
Same thing with Hurricane Katrina. And then you had
But
Maui,
you just said never mind.
with Hawaii and what happened there. And in all of these situations, the government does not step up. And now it's at a point where they are telling the American people that they have depleted our funds. It's not like they didn't have the money. They just chose to use it a different way instead of what it was intended to be used for.
Here's the problem. And I'm sorry, family, but y'all gonna get mad at me for saying this. And you voted for this. You voted. We all voted. For those who do, we all voted for this, even though we were trying to tell them it ain't worth it.
Is a living, breathing insult to my existence.
I've lived with my vote. I told you I voted for Trump. I wanted him to clean up his own goddamn mess. It didn't happen. Okay. I told you I'm not stressed about this election. I'm not. I've already set ourselves up over here in my home. We got to go. My bug out bag ready. My wife got me, bruh. Let me tell you something. I got a rider. She made me feel giddy the other day. She said we gotta update the bug out bags, bruh. I almost folded. She might have been pregnant. I'm just saying. She might have got pregnant that night. The boy folded. I said, wait, what? But that's just a little jokey joke. Back to the serious thing. When are y'all gonna start listening to new black media? Not y'all. Y'all all right. I'm talking about the rest of y'all. You stop it, Torian. She's not there yet. You stop it. Maybe next year when we get this house. She'd be making jokes talking about, can you drop me off at the Texas border so I can walk through so we get some money? I was like, listen, I'm a Spanish, you know. And you ain't got no Trinity accent, so I don't know how that gonna work. But like I said, I know home defense. I know how to hunt and fish. I know how to break down whole carcasses. I have light survival skills. Most of these people don't. I swear to God, if y'all shut off the electric grid, most of these motherfuckers don't know what they're doing. But, you know. Remember how they got mad at Trump for getting rid of the pandemic response options and the plans? Who we gonna blame for FEMA depleting their funds? If you're gonna blame Democrats, you need your head examined. You're gonna blame Republicans, you need your head examined. If you're not blaming both of them, you need your head examined. This is on both of them. But it doesn't matter because we're going to have hundreds of millions of people going outside voting for either side. But they want change in this country. Here, let me help you.
Let me tell you something, man. See a thing named police, politician. Me not trust none of them boy, the road boy. Remember.
If you ain't writing reparations and anti-black hate legislation on them 2 lines in November, you wasted your time. The only good thing you getting out of it is if it's a sunny day, the sun will infuse you with some more vitamin D. Pause. Your melanin will be glistening. If you ain't gonna be like Brother Torian in the gym, you wasting your time. If you ain't gonna be like me, playing with your little kid while she riding her tricycle around and not worried or doing 12-hour streams, that's just me, not y'all. You wasting your time. If you got to go to work that day, make your money. Learn a trade that day. If you do after you vote or you decide not to, go learn a trade that day because you're going to need it. You got enough money, go get a power tool. I prefer the leaf blower. There you go, Black Skunk. There you go. Movie night. Have a movie day. Back to back to back. Don't be watching none of them propaganda movies either, because I know how some of y'all are. Y'all ready to load up Viva Vendetta. Don't do that. Don't load up Flight Club. Don't do it. Watch something fun. And don't watch Die Hard either, because that was kind of political. Don't watch that. You know what you watch? Watch Uptown Saturday Night. There you go. Wait a minute. Now let's finish off what this young lady is saying. Go ahead. Tell me the truth, and y'all tell me the truth. Why she look like Kima Greggs from The Wire a little bit? I think it's the hat.
Which is for natural disasters for our country. You know, I said that I was going to write Senator Ted Cruz about this. You know, he's
so she's in Texas. I thought she was in Louisiana because she said Bayou. All right. Why you writing Ted Cruz? Ted Cruz don't like black people. You saw what he said about them Haitians, but all right.
He's our senator up there, and I'm going to write him because they need to dig somewhere. And some other types of departments, go back over there and get the check from Zelensky. You're going to have to go and get that check from Netanyahu.
Okay, she might be on code. Wait a minute. She might be on code. Let me look.
You're going to have to go back over there and get that damn check from Taiwan because America ain't got it.
Wait a minute. She might be on code. She mentioned Taiwan. Let me look.
If you can't take care of your own American citizens now, then we ain't got it for nobody else. So yes, these illegal immigrants that's coming here, we ain't got it. Y'all gonna have to go back where y'all came from because we don't have it. If we can't take care of our own home and our own people in our country, then we ain't got it for nobody else. I'm sorry. And that's all I got to say about that. So y'all have a good one.
I ain't gonna hold you. This is what I thought. There she go. She was running, boy. She was running, boy. She was running to get at them folk. All right. Wait, what was her? Let me look at her handle. Maybe we go get her. Maybe we go see what she's talking about. What's her handle? I'm gonna go look at her stuff. and see if she really on code or she just saying this. What is it? Seavest Gardens. Okay, we're gonna go look while y'all watch the next video. We're gonna go look. That's crazy though that her eyes look like that. That's crazy. That's when you that black woman eye when she knows she about to go off on you. But it was near the end of the video, but that's all right. So this says so far this year the US has given 24.4 billion to Ukraine, 11.3 billion to Israel, almost 2 billion to Ethiopia, 1.6 to Jordan, 1.4 to Egypt, 1.1 to Afghanistan, 1.1 to Somalia. What the fuck Somalia need all that money for? Say less. 1 billion to Yemen, 987 million to the Congo, even though they don't like what the Congo doing, but they're giving them money. Told you, both sides of the argument. Almost 900 million to Syria, even though they bombed them every other day. But all right. 9,000 per illegal immigrant that has entered to the U.S. and Americans who have lost everything to Hurricane Helene will begin $750 courtesy of FEMA. All right. This video was funny. We're gonna play it. We might play this on Sunday, maybe Sunday. Let's see what she talking about. I'm gonna go look up that young lady, see what she talking about over there.
You know, I'm so proud of my son because in his last moments, he wasn't screaming for me. He was screaming, Jesus, Jesus, save me. Jesus, I hear you. Jesus, I'm calling upon you.
Are you serious?
And his wildest dreams and everything that he wanted to be was a superhero. And that was his goal in life. And instead, he's my hero because he reached for something past flesh, past human, past anything that even grown adults, I think, would reach for. My son called out to the one God Almighty. And I think at that moment he was rescued and he became my hero. And I think all of them carried me through that moment. I think that his biggest dreams, he was the smartest, bravest, hopeful, great friend. Great son. I couldn't have asked for a better son. And he was so happy up until the very end when he was screaming for Jesus. And in that moment, I think he found joy.
Whoever interviewed this woman needs your ass kicked. Number one. I ain't even finna go in on her. I'm not even gonna do it. This is her story. She's allowed to tell it. I ain't even gonna do that. But why would y'all do that to this woman? Make her relive that? She probably doesn't even have that little boy's body. She may never get it. All right. Let's see what this is.
H. Conner III. And what are you doing here? I'm a pilot for I own Aerolux Aviation out of Nashville, Tennessee with a couple other guys. And we're here to help all the people that are stranded after the storm.
I can raise it up here if you want.
Just basically we're in Nashville, Tennessee, saw the news of what was going on. We decided, let's go help.
And what has been your experience? Because there's been a lot of outrage and a lot of questions about the federal government's response. With you being here on the ground and in the air,
yes.
What has been your takeaway from how they've handled this disaster?
Well, there is a complete and utter lack of federal government response. We think whoever's in charge right now flew by yesterday through the TFR. I've seen nobody on the ground. Ivanka Trump came yesterday, talked to us. Elon Musk guy's been here talking to us. Glenn Beck is here now talking to us. Have seen no one from the federal government to help out at all. Nobody.
And what do you think about that?
To be honest, it just pisses me off. This is our country. We should be being taken care of priority one instead of all the other countries. It enrages everybody here. 90% of us, there's about 100 to 150 volunteers here at this site. 90% of us are retired military. And it just pisses us off because we sweat blood, sweat and tears for this country, and they don't get back whatsoever.
And so what are some of the successes that you guys have been doing and that you've seen through this volunteer operation?
Oh, yeah. So we have multiple entities. Some of the guys live here in this town. We came from Nashville, Tennessee. There's guys from Texas. Everybody comes here. We have consolidated here. Everybody is starting to work together really, really well. hundreds of thousands of pounds of water, fuel, oxygen, medicine, insulin, all that stuff we have been taking to people's house and delivering to them. So insane amount of help just from normal civilians.
And how are all those supplies being procured?
There's a lot of businesses are donating them. They come in 18-wheeler loads. I'm not sure who the businesses are. All I know is 18-wheelers full of water show up, food, grocery stores. I think Ingles around here, the grocery stores donate a lot of food. And we consolidated here. We have 3 aircraft that we brought with us, and we consolidated into 400-pound packages per aircraft. And we get the locals call us with a grid or an address where they need food and water or medicine. We fly it out there and land in their yard and drop it off.
Can you estimate how many deliveries you guys have made?
Oh, goodness grief. Last 2 days, rough estimate, probably 100,000 pounds of food, water.
100,000 pounds. 50 tons. All right.
And mainly food and water, and then, of course, medicine. Today, I dropped off 14 bottles of oxygen at one place.
What does this area need the most that you're aware
of? Honestly, this area the most needs construction crews. We have plenty of water and food. I don't mean to say plenty of water and food like we don't need any more. We have a lot on hand that we can distribute. They need road clearance and people to rebuild the roads. A lot of the roads are completely destroyed. When I say completely destroyed, they are gone. There is not even 20 feet of road to drive already.
And what's the one thing that you want the rest of the country to know about what's happening here?
To be 100% honest, the rest of the country, I want them to know normal, everyday Americans make the difference. Don't depend on the federal government. They're not here to help you.
He said it. Maybe I'll listen to him. Maybe y'all will wake up now.
This is what we do. This is what they do. And the key here, Rebecca, is also to make sure that the communities who are potentially impacted are prepared as well. And it's not just hurricanes and wildfires, also extreme heat, which certainly some parts of the United States are already experiencing.
Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas is sounding the alarm on FEMA funding right after the devastation of Hurricane Helene.
And we heard that.
From the bottom of my heart, we really appreciate it. Y'all are making a huge difference. If nobody was here yesterday to see all the people come in, it's very emotional. I really appreciate it. All right, let's say a prayer and knock this out, boys.
Group of private helicopter pilots working on their own at great risk to rescue people deep in the mountains of storm-ravaged western North Carolina. Their time, money, heart, soul. Their day started like this. So I looked at that woman. Apparently she has a YouTube channel, and she said she's doing content from a free thinking conservative perspective. All right. Little advice, young lady. I would take that free thinking out. That's going to get you caught up in something that you're going to say one day. You might think it's innocuous, and then you're going to start getting them white racists over there saying that you a good one. Anyway, we'll let y'all sound off. If not, I'm going to go relax. Let me look. It should be something else. 7 months free rent. Get some. Free insurance too. Get some.
Alexa,
Allegedly.
did North Carolina use cloud seeding during Hurricane Helene?
Yes, North Carolina has been cloud seeding during Hurricane Helene. Scientists injected silver iodide into the hurricane wall to steer the hurricane in another direction.
Repeat.
To reduce the amount that can be paid out as compensation, Hurricane Helene was then artificially created, just like cloud seeding used to control and manipulate the weather, to flood and devastate those places and
Yeah, okay, dude. We're not gonna say nothing. Yes, sir.
How you doing, sir?
I'm all right.
Yeah, this is crazy, man. It's still crazy out here in these streets. But yeah, I was shocked to find out they ended that strike so fast. But what I was about to say, I'm not surprised that these folks could. I know a lot of folks on my timeline on my Facebook account was basically like, yeah, y'all better remember this in November. Y'all better remember this in November. I said, all right, we'll see what y'all gonna do. Because all y'all doing is talking right now. Everybody, me, I'm talking about those folks. That's all they doing is talk. I want to see some action. I'm done hearing about y'all complaining about stuff. Cause y'all, this as much y'all fault as much as anybody else. Can't blame black folks for this. Y'all forget it was some white folks that voted for Biden too. There's still folks gonna vote for it too. That's the crazy part about it. They need to understand that there's folks still that's already locked in on who they gonna vote for. So it is what it is, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But how you doing, sir?
All right.
Okay. I was making sure we don't, if your wife did turn up pregnant, I would congratulate you, sir.
Nah,
You're good.
we got another year. We all right. Get some, Leslie. Get some. Get
The hell?
some.
Oh, what's the
Where
path?
y'all projected at? Get some.
Yeah, I need to know this too.
The Northeast. Okay, heading back.
It ain't coming over here.
I ain't worried about Leslie. I'm worried about that other one.
There's another one, ain't it? The one that's in the Caribbean, right?
Well, they have what name? Isaac, Jacob. There was another one. They said the K one coming was bad.
That's already a hurricane, not a tropical storm, right?
Kirk, large and formidable.
Kirk.
Uh-huh.
Where is it at?
It is in the Caribbean Sea.
Oh God. Y'all posting the Caribbean, better be ready. Don't be hit by one already. Don't need another one.
Earlier to middle of next week, mid-Atlantic and the coastal areas of the Northeast.
Damn.
They say it could touch Florida.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Florida. Oh, I couldn't stay in Florida. I don't know.
And there's another one right here.
Where's Curry at? Which one's Curry?
No, that's
Oh, I
Kirk.
see Curry.
This is another one.
Jesus, boy. I don't know how folks stay in Florida with hurt during hurricane season. I couldn't do it. Shoot. They get 4s and 5s. We get 2s and 3s, depending. I remember one storm we had. It hit South Carolina on the coast, went in the ocean, and then came right back to land. I said, "What the hell?"
Mm-hmm.
I think that may have been Matthew. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it was Matthew. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah. Fun
And then
time.
folks online like, why y'all talking about all those towns, all them towns in the West ain't sundown towns? I was like, all right.
They don't know.
I said, just because it's not on the list don't mean it ain't up there. Number one, and number two, if it's not a heavily, if it ain't that many black people there, then most likely it is a sundown town. You do realize that, folks, right? Come on now. Shoot. And the dude said allegedly. He didn't say it was. He said allegedly. People don't listen. They just hear stuff. They don't listen. Listen, not hear. Oh, I know you saw that article the New York Post put out, right?
What article?
The WNBA playoff is down. Raiders are down, and they had guess who? Caitlin Clark picture up there, and everybody started roasting them like they should have.
We told them that was gonna happen.
And I know a lot of them folks happy because they ain't got to work.
And we told them they were fake fans for a year. We told them this.
I know we told them this. Like, and everybody said good because we ain't got to worry about them racist motherfuckers coming out. Like, good. You can watch the damn shit and not worry about these racists.
Wait a minute. This is what I'm talking about, family. This is what I'm talking about.
See, I don't liven your ass up.
This is what I'm talking about.
What's this?
All they do is talk.
Oh my God.
All
Matt
they
Walsh.
do is talk.
All the millions you got and you ain't doing nothing either?
Because it was never about that.
They just up there complaining just to complain. Go outside, sir. Y'all talk about how them rappers don't do nothing, but then what didn't Bum B have a truckload of water cases delivered to the hood in Houston? Was it Bum B? Yeah, well, Bum B, can make sure.
Hey, what the hell is
Like,
what is it? Black first. B1, Black first. My bad. This is live, and I mean zero disrespect to those Seiji did a video regarding those dock worker cryberry shit. Listen. Listen. We already know how them dock workers get down, but whatever. They back to work. It is what it is. Okay, so this is what Matt Walsh said. What's happening in North Carolina right now in the aftermath of Helene is, by all rights, one of the great scandals in American history. A devastating failure by the federal government, bureaucratic incompetence and indifference on a catastrophic scale, resulting in the needless deaths of hundreds of Americans. Kamala should lose the election in a landslide just because of this disaster alone. It's that bad, and yet the media ignores the story almost completely. Well, dumbass, the media already reported on it, number one. Number two, I love how you're blaming Kamami only for this. Why are you blaming Congress?
Can't blame FEMA like that because FEMA ain't got no money. And that's not FEMA's fault. You can blame the Red Cross.
Why don't you blame the Republicans who told George Bush to get FEMA off the cabinet?
What
so
you
instead
need
of
to
sitting
do
next to that man and getting the funds directly from the president, they sit up there and they have to go through red tape. That's why Katrina was so slow.
Man.
Go watch the documentary.
Oof. That documentary will piss you off every time you watch it. Watch the documentary, watch the miniseries they did. Shoot. The miniseries will just turn your nerves around. Tore mine up.
What's this?
So I'm safe in my house. Our power came on. I have water and I'm so blessed. But the reports that are coming out of these towns
He lives in Nashville.
are horrific.
He only a couple hours away.
Not even coming close to catching the true devastation. There are bodies that are floating down the river.
Which documentary? There's a documentary on YouTube called Hurricane Katrina. I think History Channel did it. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'll give y'all the link. You can go watch this. I've watched this thing about 6 times.
Yeah, I think you're right, kid. And then also it's on Apple TV. I forgot the Apple TV miniseries.
No, not that one. No, that's something different.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name of that one though, but that one just.
I need this one. Yeah. Things between the middle And we'll discuss what the failures. Was off the cabinet. So we didn't have immediate access to the president.
River babies. And if this is not a wake-up call that our government is not for us,
No shit.
then I don't know what is. They're everyday citizens who are taking it upon themselves to go and deliver items and things to these people. Anyway, for Western North Carolina, don't believe everything that you're hearing on the news, because they're not. One of my friends in Canada had heard that there were like 200 people missing and maybe 40 dead. Y'all, so much more than that. At the local hospital in Nashville, there are over 900 unidentified bodies. And that.
So Matt Walsh, you live in Nashville. They were able to bring bodies over there. Why you can't figure out what route they took and take your ass down there and go help out? Daily Wire, why you not sending your pundits down there? This could reinvigorate your dumbass network. Instead of worrying about trans people and woke shit every 5 minutes, you could go down there and look. This is how you do it. That's real journalism.
It's not about the money, kid. It's no money in that. That's why they don't talk about it.
Okay, if there's no money in it, that shouldn't matter.
It matters to them because they care about the dollar bill. They don't care about these folks.
Nobody
like
cared about these stupid ass documentaries or these stupid ass movies.
That
You over there
shit
counting
was
that you made money on a stupid ass movie that you put in the theaters. Whoop-dee-dee. Go out there and report something.
That was just from 2 days ago, so I'm sure there are more, but there are people are floating down the river. And if you're able and you can donate or you can get it in the hands of a real person, there were like, I think 10 different truck drivers who were trying to deliver goods, and they all stopped on the way up there, and every single tire was slashed. And so it's going to be up to us. We cannot count on Uncle Sam. It's going to be neighbor helping neighbor. And I don't care how old or young you are. If you can't get out there or you can't donate, you can pray. Because the devastation is nothing like I have ever seen. And I think this is going to go down probably as one of the worst storms in American history. I just cannot fathom the pain and the destruction and the stuff that these people are going through. So anyway, just remember Western North Carolina.
It's not even top 5. I want to be completely honest with you, kid. It's not even top 5.
They just made it 5.
Number 1 is Katrina.
The Chimney
Nobody
Rock
talks to Katrina.
community meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And she, a Chimney Rock resident, was telling everyone how in that meeting, the government officials told the Chimney Rock residents that they were going to bulldoze the town. Complete disregard to the bodies that were left. No informing of any of the families that may be looking for these people. Just bulldozed. And that they no longer owned their land.
What I tell you the other day, they were going to bulldoze over Chimney Rock, Boone, and Asheville, and that about to become a 15-minute city.
Yeah, because Boone is home to Appalachian State, so they're gonna make that a pretty ass little college town.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's replace the white Republicans with white liberals.
They could not return to their land.
Talk.
That the government was seizing their land.
Talk.
Just because it is not on ABC, CBS, NBC, and all of the other propaganda machines doesn't mean it's not true. The people of Chimney Rock are saying this is true. And how dare you be so high and mighty that you think you are the source, the only source of information, that because you think it might be untrue that you're...
Now, this is a legend, but, if she got proof and she's putting it out there, do your thing.
Yeah, man came to me yesterday. He was talking about some of them towns are just gone. I said, yeah, I seen them. Chimney Rock gone. I think Asheville. I don't know what you on Asheville that you pulled up. It's like about what 15% black, if I'm not mistaken. 10-15%. If he's still in the chat, let me know. It's one of those. I know it's like 10-15%, something like that. But yeah, the black town you see ain't no white folks out here complaining. No disrespect, but yeah.
That's how you got to do it. Black Asheville, y'all gotta stay together because they gonna start when they get desperate. They about to ride over there.
Shout out to you, Squeaky. I'm in the eastern part, man.
So this guy's on his ATV. They say that's the highway. Bruh, what video game is this?
Sure, like damn Red Redemption right
This
there.
is like Generation Zero.
Oh, what's the other one? Not Fallout. I forgot.
This is The Last of Us. Latino. Okay. Look at this. Will you look at this? This is even more of an indictment on this new asphalt that they created. It's like you could tell when the road was just paved and it's black, black, black. All them roads that we showed the other day were black, black, and they were destroyed. Look at this, 43 minutes.
I'm going to have to stay off of social media because I just keep getting more and more angry every single second because more and more news is coming out about what is going on in the mountains, and it is getting...
I need you to listen to me and listen to me good. They are bulldozing.
Listen, y'all can just easily prove this. Get somebody to go down there and look. Get film of them bulldozing the place. Oh, they sent Tulsi Gabbard out there.
Responders and our mayor, Peter O'Leary, we're talking about disaster plans. This is the National Guard that has shown up in town, and the military has been here since day one. Not sure what they're doing, but they're here. This is us cleaning up all of the debris that was caught on the Memorial Highway Bridge, and this is right next to the Flowery Bridge, which is no longer there. There's so much debris. This is a convoy of heavy equipment coming into the to Lake Lure and Chimney Rock, and trucks just full of gravel and dirt, trying to put things back together.
Look at this.
Guys, this is fucking unreal. Holy shit, unreal.
Mm. This ain't boom with a sundown town.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Y'all see all that water? That's insane.
This place. This is heaven.
And you know that transition was out of line.
My car's gone. Everything's gone. It's all gone.
I think we got the point.
Yeah, that's hard to watch.
No, we're not saying that Asheville isn't.
What he saying? I'm sorry, I ain't get to see. Yeah, he's right. It's just them little short little towns that you can go through in like a minute. Yeah, those are the. That's why they talk about where Henderson.
At Chimney Rock.
Yeah, you showed that earlier this week, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hiked into Bat Cave from Highway 9. I had to stop at a landslide and hike 1.4 miles down. A little update. I hiked into Bat Cave from...
This nigga went into the Bat Cave. Go ahead, Mr. Whiteman. Tell us how you lived in the Bat Cave.
Highway 9. I had to stop at a landslide and hike 1.4 miles down. And then I started heading down 74 towards Chimney Rock. So the main road. I'm about a mile down. And as you can see, there is no road visible. There is not a visible road as far as the eye can see going towards Chimney Rock. The road should be over here. It's pretty unimaginable, actually. So a search and rescue team just came from down closer to Chimney Rock, just around the bend, but they couldn't even make it there either because it's really tough going. You're just walking along all these boulders. That's a crushed car right there, just completely balled up. But so I let you know there's no way to Chimney Rock from the Hendersonville side, and you can't get across the 64 bridge unless you get ferried across in that little dinghy boat at the bottom.
All right. There y'all are, family.
All right, man. I'm going to land my plane, man.
All right. They don't learn. But, you know. Put down your politics for a second and realize they don't care about you. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to get up out of here. Hopefully you learned something. If you did, I done my job. If not, I'll try to be better next time. If you can't help, I would say go help. Again, they don't care about you. We all we got. JT, thank you for becoming a member. That's a blessing. And you get this here. So I will see you when I see you. Be here Sunday. Well, over on Rumble. We're going to watch Let's Do It Again in honor of Brother James Evans Sr., Major Grant, Mr. McDowell, aka John Amos, who passed away a while ago, but now the whole world knows. So we're gonna laugh at him real fast. So y'all take care, stay safe, and you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your existence.
Let me tell you something, man. You see a thing named police, politician. Me not trust none of them boy, the road boy. Remember.
Wait around, yep. Mark, yeet, and get out.
Time's up. But did we have a good time here? Hello?
At the end of the day got to end.
Get your money up, not your funny up. Big fucking move.
That's it.